Welcome to the Sushi Swap Onsen AMA, where we bring on projects that have partnered through the Onsen program and give them a platform to reach a larger audience. Today we're here with Julian from Steak DAO. Thanks for joining us. How are you today?
Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
It's a great pleasure to be part of the Onsen AMA. I've heard a lot of great things about it.
awesome. Awesome. Yeah, I'll just start off here and ask you a few questions to get this going, and then we can open it up to the audience in the stage. Anybody that's in the audience, down at the bottom there is a button that says raise your hand. You can raise your hand and we'll get you up on stage. A little bit into the show here. If I'll just get a few questions for Julian, and if you do have text questions, if you don't mind, you can type those into the AMA text questions channel as well. So, yeah, Julian, if you don't mind, just kind of introduce yourself, give us a bit of your background and involvement with the project.
Yeah, sure. So my name is Julian Butolu. I'm the doggy dog on Twitter. So I've been in the space. My background is very technical. I've got mostly involved in mathematics and physics, and then got involved in blockchain quite some time ago now. I started as a Bitcoin miner,
Mm-hmm.
and then end up in um, all the things in back then, even before Ethereum. So I was kind of like a Bitcoin maximalist, and
Mm-hmm.
then empty Gox and all the different things. And then in 2015, as I was living in London, got introduced to Ethereum project, and then start building around the blockchain industry and in the blockchain ecosystem. Start venture business capital and hedge fund,
Mm-hmm.
so specialized in arbitrage across centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges, and then got involved in liquidation, flash loan, and all the different things, and also pretty big on the staking as a service
Mm-hmm.
through Stake Capital. So we quickly reached out. This was in way before DeFi, and there was not the amount of what we're talking in DeFi, but got into like something like in 80 million US dollars in asset under management.
Mm-hmm.
And then the question on the from people and retail before DeFi was to how can we get into those different products and like staking as a service without going into centralized exchanges. So yeah, then the idea about Stake DAO was to build kind of a decentralized exchange where you can provide all the different features of a centralized exchanges,
Mm-hmm.
but in a very so using the same kind of user friendly features and the same UX and the same UI without dealing with Web3 wallet and all different things. And yeah, so basically, StakeDAO uh, was initiated, and the early idea about StakeDAO was to build on top of Curve because if you look at all my different tweets on messages on Twitter, the importance of governance was becoming very clear,
Mm-hmm.
especially on Curve side. But then you can also like talk about other projects like Aave and all different things, or Sushi. And then the idea was to be first one to accumulate a lot of Curve token in order to have a voice in the later future of the project. So we first initiated the project on top of Curve, and then also brought staking as a service, built some strategies. And what we do in Stake DAO, we not necessarily cover the entire DeFi scope, but
Uh-huh.
what we do, we try to do it very well. So, for example, we provide the best APY on USD, ETH, BTC, um, and Europool. That's what we do on the strategy, but then we have also been building options. Staking as a service, as I mentioned,
Right.
soon liquid staking, and you can use the platform in a very simple way. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. No, that gives a good overview as well of what you've got going on. You just mentioned liquid staking. Is that's something that's coming, or is that available now?
Yeah, so we already have, for example, like some liquid staking, like hybrid and all different things. But what we've been building And that was the original idea in if you check in light paper of Stake Capital,
Mm-hmm.
where I actually created the concept there, the naming of liquid staking, and then other projects were there first on the market, like Lido and all those different things. But yeah, the idea is to be able, through our DevOps and staking as a service infrastructure, that where we're spending a lot of money into it, is to provide a mechanism for all different protocols that we're running, a liquid staking mechanism. So people staking into um, Polygon, Avalanche, Dfinity, Tezos, Cosmos, Polkadot, all those different projects.
Mm-hmm.
We provide a bridge, or we connect to existing bridge, and then we build on top of it like strategies and different DeFi products,
Mm-hmm.
but also for people to being able to stake and then use their percent their like a bond. Basically, they use this staking and then invest in the different DeFi products.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so with wanted to kind of bring a bit of a dad joke here and discuss like the elephant in the room. What's with the elephant? What's inspired that?
um, yeah, I think we, because if you look at Stake DAO, I think that was the first initiative of not going VC style,
Mm-hmm.
raising money and then building the project and being kind of like private funding and whatever, or being completely anonymous, like sushi style.
Mm-hmm.
I think Stake DAO did its own thing, and this was actually the first project I think doing something like that.
Right.
So it was like more like a contributors list.
Okay.
So having a bunch of people from the community, not putting any money, but just basically building this Stake DAO project for the community and by the community. But all the people, public figures inside, and yeah, we're looking at this group of people talking into the Telegram chat, and then we were looking for a logo, and someone mentioned the herd, uh, and yeah, that was cool, like the sanctuary, where you can basically stake and earn all the profits, all the earnings, the rewards from the DAO, and then you can also go into the palace and then earn more, and then using those kind of NFT style thing. So I thought that was, yeah, it was pretty cool. I'm not sure actually who found it, but that's someone from the contributors. Um, and yeah, in Tech DAO, it's about like 70 contributors that are
Mm-hmm.
associated with the project, but then on full time, it's about 20 people. So it's
Okay.
a visible size, and it's actually a lot of people that are fully on a daily basis working full time on a project, from smart contract, DevOps, front end, back end, as mentioned, DevOps, but also like business, marketing, and those guys are unbelievable. They're really good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you've got a very wide team here, and it's good to hear that you've got that many people involved. So very good. Yeah.
Yep.
So with this type of product, like who would you be looking to target, or what type of users are you looking to capture? Who's kind of your audience?
Yeah. So um, I think at first stance, we primarily try to get into retail. So people that have no clue about DeFi. That's why we had the Visa, MasterCard, and being able, so we're the first project to provide this kind of email logging back
Mm.
then,
Mm-hmm.
earlier in early, beginning of the year. Uh, so you could basically get involved, logged in into the website, no need of a Web3 wallet, buy crypto, and then start investing. But then the
Right.
gas got a little bit high, and
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, so then we migrate, pivoted a little bit to attract more DeFi big players,
Mm-hmm.
and this is actually working. So making partnership um, across the entire DeFi space, and that's actually something very important. Stake DAO is built for the community, so anyone can be involved in Stake DAO and also get a piece of the cake,
Right.
but also like integrate into it. So what we're trying to do is like whoever is building a DeFi project that is fitting our vision about DeFi, I do believe that our main competitor, or if we want to go and fight someone, it's more like traditional market and not people from DeFi and the builders. And that's what we really, and this is our identity. And we welcome anyone to, reach out to us, and if they want to build, integrate, and also get listed, because if it's actually kind of like a decentralized exchange, that's what we built on top of SushiSwap, we built on top of Aave, we built on top of Curve. We have
Right.
like
Right.
some futures coming, options coming, like anything that we can integrate will be, and we'll be integrating there.
Yeah. Very cool. With and just touching on SushiSwap there, like just with the partnership with the Onsen program and the rewards, do you want to just discuss that a little bit?
Yeah, so we got the incentive program in place, like early stage of the project, where you could stake SDT and sushi there, and then earn, the SDT and ETH, and then earn sushi on top of it. But also on our swap mechanism, we've been trying to push for the sushi routing mechanism, so bringing more trades there, and also incentivizing people to use sushi across the tool of Stake DAO. But yeah, and we've been also very close with the dev team to look into basically how we can bring the different products that the amazing community from SushiSwap has been working on. So not only the pools or the auto market maker style, but also like on the derivatives and also options and everything else.
Okay. Yeah. Very good, very good. With I just wanted to also mention to anybody in the audience here that if you do have questions, you can raise your hand and we can get you up on stage and you can ask questions here to Julian, and or we do have the AMA text questions as well here. I do see.
I think there's a question about like how to find the best place to get started. I think we spent like literally, I think it's about like 6 months. But if you go to Stake Academy, the stakedao.org, I don't think like any other project has been like putting that much of effort into one place to provide simple information about all the different concepts that the DeFi is about. So from what is cryptocurrency, what is Bitcoin, to what is derivatives, what is a wallet, what is a stablecoin, what is a liquidity pool, and all those different concepts. If you read through them, it's not very complex. We try to make it super simple for people that they first get into DeFi. Imagine someone that you bring from Tradi or even other ecosystem get into DeFi. Well, the first few days they can be like very tough, and you might actually go into burnout. But this is the past. Like you get into blockchain, start learning about decentralization, and then you don't sleep for 3 months because the scope of opportunities is too big.
Yeah.
Well, here we try to make it very simple and try to go through all the very nice concepts of DeFi and trying to explain all the best projects. And then what will come after that is also like tutorials about simple programming, simple scripting, how to connect into existing big DeFi project, and basically how to maximize your time and leverage your time in this new revolution.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so this is a super educational setup that you guys have here, and does this have anything for like devs and such too there to get to kind of, I guess, that kind of helps them understand how to build on top of it. But
and we also have different languages. I mean, we support 3, 6, 7, 8 languages, from Chinese to Turk to Polish to English to Japanese. Like this is like this is like a long-term play here, and also this academy is translated into French and Spanish, so it's pretty intense.
Cool. Very cool. Yeah, definitely worth a check out then. So, yeah, so let's just, we'll go back to the platform here itself. And let's just say I've got my, I'm going to make it with my 32 ETH, but I've decided not to stake those onto ETH 2.0. What, if I've got those and I'm coming to stake DAO with it, kind of walk us through like what I might do or how that's all going to work or what that looks like.
Yeah, sure. So as I mentioned, we don't provide like a ton of different strategies, but our goal is to whatever we provide, we try to make it really good, and that's our philosophy. And right now, we provide the best APY on the ecosystem on USD. So like USD is about 20% APY. Then we have the Euro pool about like 21% APY. BTC is full, almost like 4%, 3.6. And then we have the ETH strategy. So the ETH strategy is about 7.3%. So
Right.
just go to stay down. If you don't have a wallet, you can create a wallet there, or you can log in with your email, and then you can send your 32 ETH into it, and then start staking inside the ETH strategy. And then if you want a little bit more on the top of it, you can go take the your percentage of this passive ETH strategy, go to LP farming, and then farm on the top of it. So then you get an extra on the top of it, and we're talking about 17% that we provide on top of it.
Yeah, wow. Very cool. Okay. And then with, when you're staking and whatnot, like what about fees and how does that all work and what their percentages look like
Yeah,
and just kind of talk us through
yeah,
that.
yeah, definitely. This is something that hopefully will go live by next week. Is something that we're working across the entire like curve um, analytics page, where you have like a lot of different analytics and data about the project. But we're building something similar where you will find the inflation rate across the different pools, the price of the token, the earnings, the APY, like everything possible, like price per earning, price per share, like everything possible, like a quant approach, and will be listed there. But basically, the maximum fee on performance fee that you will find is 15%. But
Okay.
sometimes you have 0% on certain pool. If we believe there's a pool that done it in the performance fees or incentive mechanism, then it's something like SDIP. So like those proposals that were passed about 5 days ago,
Okay.
and this proposal is about making uh, dynamic strategies and also dynamic staking. What it means is we have a bench of strategies and we have a bench of protocols. We support about natively we support about 3 protocols, like on strategies level: Binance, Ethereum, and Polygon. And then on the staking side, we support about 10 different protocols. So we have Tezos, Elrond, Cosmos, Solana, Polygon, Kyber, LiveP, NuCypher, and way more coming. About 5 more coming this month.
Okay. Wow.
And depending on how much earnings are made from strategies on each of them and also protocols, then we dynamically adjust the performance fee, the inflation, and also the rewards mechanism. And this will be fully dynamic, and it's called the SDIP4 that was passed.
Okay.
And and that's why the metric page will be very important.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you guys have got a lot on the go here then, and yeah,
Yeah, because then when we support the chain, we need to deploy the strategies and also the DeFi products that we're building on top of it, like options, futures, trading, swap, all different things. And then, as the question, coming back to the question of L1 and L2, is you can then also stake SDT across those different protocols. Like you can do it for now on Polygon. If you go staking, you will have an incentive program that is run by Comets. But then we also have like something coming on Binance and all the different protocols that we're running. So it's trying to cover the entire stack, but trying every time we get into one piece, then we try to do it very well.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool that you're so spread across and staying very dynamic with all this. Good. good. If anybody from the audience has questions, please raise your hand and we'll get you up onto the stage to ask. I don't know if we've got anybody here. Yeah, if anybody wants, please do that. And I do see we've got some people messaging here in the AMA text questions. I hope that Lamarok, I hope that answers with in regards to the L1 and L2 chains there. So, yeah.
There's quite a lot of people actually there. I'm
Yeah,
pretty impressed.
yeah, it's good to see. Good to see we're getting some solid audiences here. So, yeah. So I guess just like with you've talked about Curve and using that. I'm just like for new people coming to your platform, like what's all involved with them to interact with the Curve tokens, and just to kind of
Yeah. So yeah, that was in the early bet. And then the announcement of DAO then triggered some friends or competitors to accelerate and understand the importance of lobbying in Curve, and then we see like new project getting started there.
Mm-hmm.
But if you check my early pitch about the importance of the diplomatic war on Curve, and the way Curve is built with the gauges and the voting mechanism.
Mm-hmm.
I think I was the first one to mention like publicly on this kind of voting mechanism. It was very important for people or other projects to capture also voting power. But right now, so before releasing Stay Down, like as soon as we got released, then our mission, that's why it took a bit of time, a couple of weeks, to get whitelisted inside Curve, and this was actually the priority, and we worked really hard on this, and now we got whitelisted, and you can see that now not many projects are whitelisted,
Mm-hmm.
and it's really tough because there's a lot of lobby, and when you mention lobby, you're also saying competitors that are not necessarily incentivized to get you whitelisted, and so this was our first move, and we made it really well, and now it's for the entire life of the protocol. And that's allow us to build on top of it. And so what we can do, and that's the reason why we have those massive APY compared to other projects, is because since we're not delivering many different strategies,
Mm-hmm.
it's very important for us because what we want is to provide the best product, the best feature to our users. And we use our perpetual passive strategy that is locking Curve inside,
Mm-hmm.
and currently it's at 10% APY, and then we stake it, we lock it for 4 years in Curve protocol that
Right.
allow us to maximize our boost, and then we allocate this boost across our strategies. And since we're voting with the boost that we have in perpetual strategy, I mean the CRV that are being locked, then we vote for the pool that we want to incentivize on the Curve protocol, and then we can direct those boosts into our strategies. So that's why it's very important for people to either go and stake into Curve or Aave or whatever. It's better to go to stake DAO because we do the entire work for them, and then we building on top of it, like soon, like leveraging, hedging, for example, being able to chase the bull run, short the bear market. Also, we have like been working on liquidation side, few different strategies that we're trying to, if they come to the market, it means that they are ready to be the best and provide the best APY. There's no point for us to provide a strategy that will make people lose money.
Right. That's right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, very, very, very thorough. So this is a very cool platform. With
Thanks.
yeah. So no, thank you guys.
I mean, it's not. I mean, this is just like it's work of. Yeah, I told you, like, as I mentioned, like more than 20 people that are full time on this. So yeah, it's a long term. It's not like just like a quick yield farming product. This is like we're very far away from this, and yeah, this is like became the 24 hours, 7 days a week work job for people, and 20 people team. It is pretty big.
Yeah, absolutely. And hearing that you've got those other like another 50 contributing as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
this is awesome. Just a question here from Lamarok again. Here, I have staked my BBT airdrop. Can you tell us what to accept or to expect in the future regarding BBT staking? Thank you.
I think he's talking about Blackpool, yeah. Yeah, so Blackpool it's a hedge fund operating in the NFT market, and we got like some people also working on the Blackpool side, but it's a complete different project. But to answer your question, this will be live by next week, and basically all the earnings that are being made across all the different verticals that are being run there. So Rare, Axie Infinity, Comets, and all different things will be distributed inside this X Blackpool token pool. But yeah, I mean, Blackpool is the leader in the NFT market right now on the passive income, and it's about more than 300 people, scholars, working across those different verticals. Yeah, and then not sure there's a question about the SDT.
Sorry, say that again. The question about the SDT.
Yeah, I think that the question regarding the Stake DAO token. So we've made a bunch of different proposals, and the new one will be for the existing allocation of that was given to contributors will be extended to 5 years linear vesting. And this is a proposal that we're working on. Okay. Since everything is decentralized and the vesting escrow contract cannot be changed, this will be like an incentive program to incentivize people that are already inside this allocation to basically migrate 100% of their fund into this new vesting escrow contract that will go for 5 years, minimum 5 years. And this is already agreed on the entire board, the entire community, and this is something that we're working on. But yeah, it's like we're building features, providing value, utility, and then also changing the distribution of the SDT over time. That's what we vote for the SDIP 4, which is the dynamic SDT reward adjustment for strategies and staking. But plus on top of it, we're also fixing the contributors thing. As I mentioned, this was an early experiment, never done before. So yeah, the 2 years was too short. That's the mistake, but it's being fixed. But I do believe that if you always try to chase perfection from day one, then you never ship anything. But on the other side, if you always try to build and ship, you might do mistakes. This one was a mistake, but it's getting fixed. And if you're very long term into the vision of a project and you're here to build and ship and whatever, you're not building for the money, I would say, but more building because you love it. Then yeah, you will make it. And here it's very clear. We've been talking to the contributors and also the community, and then I think like 5 years linear vesting. It's since Stake DAO is building all the different products, and the goal of it is really to go after the traditional market, go after centralized exchanges, building on the top of this DeFi, so Curve, Aave, SushiSwap, providing the best tools, and on top of it, providing external and additional features to become like a real decentralized exchange using the best DeFi project in the ecosystem. I think we'll make it.
Yeah, awesome, cool. I just also want to mention here, if anybody that's been in the room, I think I've only got it set for 3 minutes, but you will be getting a message from Sushi Pope, and that is a proof of attendance protocol badge, which you can then go and mint on.
Do you need to type Pope?
No, you do not need to type Pope. It should just come to you directly. We do not need to type Pope into this. It should be delivered.
I see Pope.
Yeah, no, this should just be getting sent automatically. I'm impressed that the bot has not broken. It appears as though we've sent away 208 already. There's 208 Popes have been sent. So, no poops, no popes. Oh, jeez. Anyway, you'll break the bot if you do that. You'll break the bot. Don't do it. Then nobody's gonna get.
You get get faked. If you
Yeah.
don't get features on the
Yeah,
like that news.
I just got this bot fixed, so I'm impressed that it's not broken yet. It's telling me that I've sent 200 and some off. There's a few that have not been delivered, but we'll get to that at the end of the show. But I've only had a 250 popes made for this, and I'm really impressed that we're already over 200 have been delivered. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's 150 people on the chat right now.
Yeah,
Pretty crazy.
that's really good. That's really good to see, and hopefully more. So, yeah. Cool. I guess yeah. So just touching back on your the XSD token, and I guess like in regards to proposals and all that sort of thing. Was there anything like any kind of past exciting proposals or like up or questionable ones or some stuff that any of that stuff when it comes to like governance and DAO? Was there anything that any specific ones
Yeah,
that
I
you want
think
to talk about
what I
that kind
think
of helped shape has shaped
the
where you guys
biggest
have
one
headed?
that
Go ahead.
okay, sorry. Uh, yeah, I think the biggest one that we passed is the IP4, the dynamic inflation,
Mm.
dynamic rewards across the strategies and also the staking protocols. This is also something that we're pushing. I don't think like any project is doing that on the ecosystem, but because since we're operating all those different protocols on the staking industry, the rewards and also the earnings from the inflation rate that we're getting from those protocols will also be distributing back to the sanctuary, back to people staking inside the protocol. So if you're staking inside the sanctuary, you'll be earning not just strategies of swap or trading or anything that we do as a feature on the platform, but also from the protocols. And then something that is being tested on testnet right now and is finished is the NFT staking. So also this one is it's something that we introduced before and was actually first in the ecosystem as well, is being able to stake our high premium NFT style design or whatever, but they're not just like NFT and the good looking NFT. What
Mm-hmm.
they do, they will unlock specific features in the entire DAO.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is, for example, I mean, not just like having access to specific strategy, because, for example, the liquidation strategy, you might just being able to access it if you have an NFT, but also, for example, like increasing your APY on a
Mm-hmm.
strategy, subsidizing the cost for the gas cost, or for the withdrawal fee. Basically, think about traditional finance where you have exotic financial products and they give you access, or because you have a bond or you have like some specific contract, they give you access to specific features. Well, we're using those NFTs to do exactly the same. And then on top of it, so the NFT will just be one layer of
Mm-hmm.
this entire gamification process. So the Tech DAO gamified version that is coming is also like there's a diagram on the internet somewhere as an NFT.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically we're building an entire layer of gamification using like Merkle airdrops, but also the NFT program thing. And then we'll be announcing all the different things that we can build on top of it. But yeah.
Yeah, very cool. And it's good to hear like NFTs getting utilized for more than just overpriced JPEGs. I know that that's like NFTs have put a yeah, like
Yeah.
there's so many
Yeah,
people.
I think
Go ahead.
yeah, I think the exactly. Sorry, I cut you. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like I speak with a lot of people outside of the whole crypto environment as well, and anytime you bring up NFTs, is it's of course trying to elaborate on what things that these can do, or moving further than this, everyone just wants to turn they don't want to talk about it because it's just like, oh, those things are useless. There's no
Yeah, exactly.
they don't
Yeah.
understand like what these things are, what they're capable of, or anything further than, like I say,
Well,
the overpriced JPEGs or PNGs. So yeah.
yeah, the thing is like I see NFTs or the market of NFTs, exactly what happened to the ICO
Mm-hmm.
market is like ERC20 tokens, 99.99% they were all scams.
Right.
But 0.1% made it to what we have in DeFi right now, the biggest DeFi project. So yeah, Compound, Aave, like Curve, Sushi Swap, and all the different things. And what's happening is the exact same thing in the NFT market. NFT were like, okay, a bunch of just like design arts. Most of the time, machine learning generated piece of art that you just one click and then generate all those pixelized icons, and then you sell it for $1 or $5 million, and then people forget about it, and then there's no value. But what's coming, if you really look at the market, the traditional finance market is the entire traditional market is driven by non-fungible assets. So you have real estate, bonds, national debts, like all those, like all the different things like that. And well, I do believe that NFT was slowly getting into that market of traditional market and bringing into DeFi, and then we'll see more and more advanced mechanism being built on top of NFTs, because NFT represent at a point of time where you an activity somewhere you can utilize it and then build on top of it. So for example, if you're doing like making order, like or placing an order, or depositing liquidity somewhere, or anything, you can basically use this NFT to either represent your position at a point of time, and you can trade it, and you can also build on top of it. And in traditional finance, that's what we call like derivatives. You can build like your position can actually get fragmented, or you can also build like all this kind of traditional exotic financial products on top of it. And this is coming to DeFi.
Yep.
Right now we are at the early stage of NFT, but in Stake DAO we have a few people from traditional finance, like quant and algorithmic trading, and people that were designing those packages there. And that's the reason why we bring all this kind of experience inside the DAO and providing this to the DeFi space.
Awesome. Well, it's great to hear that you're exploring that, and it's on your mind as well, and part of what you guys are doing. So awesome. WWL.
What's the problem with my nose? I just want to answer this question. Yeah, it's how would you call it, like a talk? It's like something I do like very often, and it can be very annoying for people. I apologize for this. I try to get rid of it, but yes.
Okay, WWL251, bring you up here if you've got a question. You've invited you onto the stage here. Have you got a question for us? WWL25. No, okay. Also, I'm not sure. I've got. There's another person looking to come on. If you've got a question for us here, not sure. Okay.
Can you see people like jump? Who wants to jump for a question? Like
I just got a little green. There's a little green hand that's coming up by them, and then it gives me requests on the side here. So sometimes people just bump it by accident. I'm gonna guess that they're must have done it by accident. So I'm just gonna dismiss those calls. So all good. If anybody has questions, here's sign. It says, when can I use USDC or DAI to stake SDT in Polygon?
What can you use? You can already stake USDC in Polygon. Yeah, you just go stake down, and then you click to strategies, and then you change to Polygon. We have the Aave USD strategy. So this one is very important, because this one you capture the fees from the lending market of Aave, and you capture the auto market fees from Curve, and then on top of it we add our boost, so you don't need to lock any CRV token. And this one is providing a 21% APY right now.
Perfect.
So we have BTC on Polygon, and we have Aave on Polygon, the Aave USD strategy.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I hope that solves that for you. There's a sign. Yeah, you bet. Stake down on Arbitrum.
Yeah, so we can, let me actually I can send maybe, so I think we were one of the first one to actually initiate the concept on Arbitrum back then. We were talking team, but then they had the testnet a little bit buggy. But yeah, this is something we already deployed pools on Arbitrum. It's already deployed on
nice.
testnet Arbitrum.
Yep, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, that's good to
I think
hear.
maybe I can.
Yeah, excited about what Arbitrum can do, and yeah, especially coming back to more of the L1 idea. I think a lot of big LPs are going to be happy with that. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We have. This was our. Can I? Let me just edit this image. Continue. Sorry, I was just trying to find the Arbitrum thing.
All good. I just want to mention with the popes or the POAPs, however you pronounce them, I think we have run out, so people might just be getting blank messages now from, or like non-linked POAP links. So I apologize. I did not expect that we were going to be having 250 people.
Instead of getting
yeah, we've gone over here. So anybody that didn't get one, that is, I got a bunch of failed messages from a variety of people, but it's telling me that there's been 288, and I only had 250 for this event. So I apologize to everyone.
I can send them a rect.
Pardon?
They can get a rect.
Yeah.
Instead of getting a pop.
Yeah, they get a wrecked. Sorry, you got wrecked. But no, this has been cool with seeing this many people show up for this, and yeah, exciting. So could you explain a bit more about the delta between what Curve offers, so 6.2% on the Polygon Aave pool, and the 20.68 on Stake DAO?
How much on the Curve on Polygon?
Curve is offering 6.2 approximately.
And we are offering above 20%, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's because we have our boost mechanism in place.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Hopefully that answers there for you, Vogs. Yeah, the boost is what's.
That's the reason why right now you have all the incentive to stake into Stake DAO, and not because Stake DAO was built for Curve primarily.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is like to maximize, and we capture the governance, and we provide as much as utility and liquidity to Curve. But on top of it, we build on top of it, so you can capture the same APY. Plus, we use our boost mechanism, and then that's the reason why you can go up to 20%. And then on top of it, you can also use them to LP farming on top of it. So you get those SDT, stake them into the governance, receive the entire profit, the entire earnings and rewards of the DAO, and then you can use that and stake them into the marketplace to receive some NFTs that you can use to unlock specific features across the entire DAO.
Value extraction. Beautiful.
Exactly.
Beautiful. Yeah. So, anybody else here, if you have questions, please raise your hand. We'll get you up from the audience, and you can ask a question on the stage, or as we've got the in the text AM or the AMA text questions there. It's nice that we've got a few things coming in there. What does Stake DAO plans for increasing your footprint?
Partnerships. Yeah. So, one of the thing is partnership, and the other thing is also the SDK and the APY. So being able for people to easily build on top of it, integrate. For example, we have Comets and Blackpool that are running some of our features. For example, free logging. So the entire stack is just one APY. So they get the entire wallet plus the email logging free. Like everything they can just like integrate, and just one script, and their platform already has integrated the entire stack. We also have the swapping mechanism, provide the best swap in the entire ecosystem across multiple different routing system. And then they can also like integrate strategy very easily. Basically, they can do like they integrate some of our features, and they take a cut of the profit that we make. And then we also building some advanced strategies for different DeFi projects.
Okay, great. Dong Dong.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring you up onto stage here if you've got a question. Dong dong. Yes, no. Dong dong. Okay, maybe not. Is the arbitrage feature already built and being tested, scaled, or are you building it out?
I mean, the arbitrage strategy was always being built to stake capital. But here, what we want is to bring this into retail, but it has to make sense economically speaking. And economically speaking, if you build an arbitrage strategy or liquidation strategy, and you allow everyone to join into the strategy, then you increase the liquidity inside, but not necessarily increase the number of arbitrage and liquidation you're taking on the market. So we had to come with the concept of how can we limit the access to the strategy, but being fair for everyone. So, for example, you can build a strategy, but then cap the strategy. But it's the same problem, because at the end you just will of some people with big liquidity, they immediately jump into the strategy and then they capture the entire percentage of liquidation that you're running on the market or arbitrage that you're making. So the idea, we had to come up with something that was, okay, this will take a few weeks or a few months, and we know, because so how can we solve this problem? Well, that's exactly the NFT market. So when we announced the NFT, it was not necessarily announcing of the different concept that we can build on top of it. So, and then we made it in such a way that you didn't need to provide liquidity in order to or buy those NFT directly. You could buy just a small portion of them that are really expensive NFTs, but you could also earn them. And this is just like by having someone that's staking to the protocol, in the stake DAO protocol, they can immediately get access to the sanctuary.
Right.
And this sanctuary will give some NFTs randomly to those people that are maximizing on those points, but the points are not proportional to, big amount of SDT. It's just like some amount of SDT. Like, for example, I think it was like 1,000 SDT could give you like access to an NFT. But now, since we have the NFT and the staking mechanism coming, like maybe tomorrow or Friday, and then the entire snapshotting of across the entire activity of the DAO, then now we can design those very advanced, not design, but deliver those very advanced strategies, arbitrage strategies, liquidation strategies, the one that are they need to be capped or have an incentive mechanism that is not proportional to the amount of liquidity that you have.
Okay. Will SDT be running a promotion incentive program for adding a new user to SDT DeFi? Yeah. Cool.
We already doing this in privately. So we have a few different things coming. Like can be promotions, it can be referrals, it can be like, but as I mentioned, the thing that we are about to deliver, it will be just like a first step into this long-term vision about how to bring a gamified version of the platform that is bringing all the concept from traditional finance into decentralized finance, and all the different tools on the business and marketing side that we can utilize if they make sense for the DAO and also provide value for the people, and at the end will also provide value for the people, providing value into the DAO.
Awesome. Cool. I'm just getting
Awesome.
I'm just getting a bunch of quick questions here in regards to the PO apps. Very sorry, we only had 250 for this, so it was first come first serve. I'm very sorry. I will try and have that.
How do you know that you get a Pope?
There should be a message from Sushi Pope, but if you don't have like permissions from like to get just random messages, it may have failed for you. So if I look, like for example, failed to send message to Julian. So unfortunately, yes, you didn't get one.
Unfortunately, I got wrecked. Yeah.
You got wrecked. I'm so sorry. And now I'm seeing these messages come through here where it just says undefined, where normally it has like the link for the PO app. So unfortunately, hopefully everyone.
No, that's okay. You know, like I'm one of the speaker getting invited and not receiving a pop, so it should make people feel fair about the process.
So anyways, well, hopefully I can get this solved for Yeah, just good to know that there's this many people showing up that want to be a part of these things. So yeah, kind of caught me off guard. I thought 250 was going to be enough, but here we are. Here we are.
It's
So
like 170 people. Pretty
yeah,
cool.
yeah, it's really I'm really stoked that there's this many people here, and yeah, good exposure for Steak DAO, good exposure here for sushi, and happy that yeah, happy we can facilitate and keep people interested. So yeah, I
Yeah.
guess any other like last kind of upcoming features, events, rollouts, anything else that you wanna? You kind of touched on so many things here already today, so um, yeah.
Yeah, I already gave a few alpha, but yeah, I think um, yeah, no, I think
Yeah, you've
yeah,
covered.
we
Yeah.
released like yeah, I think it's. I mean, the academy went live. We
Mm-hmm.
releasing a few different protocols, releasing a new strategies, and yeah,
Yeah.
I
Cool.
think so far so good. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Just one last thing here. Any plans to integrate Nexus Mutual?
We already have Nexus Mutual.
There you go.
Um, yeah, if you
Voila.
go to Nexus Mutual and you type SDT, voila, you type SDT there, you'll see Nexus Mutual.
Cool.
Yeah, we could increase the amount because now we have like 180 million TVL, um, but I think it's already covered for some of the strategies. But you can provide liquidity. We also incentivize, so yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I think that's a great place to wrap it up here. Awesome. Thank you, everyone, for coming out here to this. Again, really sorry about the popes, but this is going to be those who got this pope are going to be, this is a limited edition one. This is the FOMO pope. So, yeah, that's cool. And yeah, thank you, everyone, for that. So, again, you should just see a message from Sushi Pope. And there has been a bunch of failed. So, if you do
Sushi
have,
pop or sushi poop?
maybe I should just change it to be poop. But yeah, there's a few people that got had failed messages. So if you do not have permissions to get messages from random users or just from everyone, you won't be getting one. I look to try and fix that for the future for a place for you guys to go and so you don't have to open up change your perms and a place to go afterwards. But we're working on that. One thing at a time here. But also in regards, while I've got this, talking about popes and whatnot, we do have POAPs set up for anybody voting with Sushi. So, and that's maybe something you guys could look at too, or maybe you have implemented. Do you have the if you go vote on Snapshot with your Sushi for any sushi proposals, there is a I voted badge for voting there. So we'll hopefully have some proposals coming up in the future here, and you'll be able to go and vote and get more popes. So just got that set up. So lots of pope activity. Anyways, but as always, this has been recorded and will be up on YouTube here shortly on the Sushi official channel, so you can come back and check out all of the things that have happened here. And yeah, Julian, where to find you guys, all your web, social, all that, if you don't mind dropping that now.
Yeah, sure. We 24/7 on Discord and Telegram. So and also on Twitter. So if you message us, stay down on Twitter or Telegram or Discord. We have all the link also on the website.
Perfect.
But
Yeah, I'm trying to say, like, if people go to, so it's stakedao.org.
yeah.
Yes, so stakedao.org, and then you can find all the social links there right from your website. I'm trying to force everyone to do that, just that way they ensure that they're getting right to the correct server, that they don't end up on a spam thing or they get searching for something.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
this
a good
way
point.
here,
Yeah. So we have this is the Telegram.
Oh yeah,
This
nice.
is the
Yeah, so t.me/StakeDAOHQ. And I think with your Twitter as well, it's StakeDAOHQ.
yeah. So I post everything.
There we go. Cool.
Yeah. Boom.
Cool. That's great that it's all in here. Yeah, people can check that out as they need here. So, yeah.
And the Twitter is this, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect. So, okay, well, we've got all the places, all the socials and everything for to find you guys. And again, yeah, this will be up on the Sushi Official YouTube channel here shortly. And of course, find me on Twitter at 0xtangle, and be able to stay up to date on any of the latest and greatest AMAs coming up. And we do have tomorrow, later on, we've got Ruler Protocol with us as well. So join us tomorrow as well for that, and hopefully have some popes sorted out for everyone as well. So need more popes. But anyways, thank you very much, Julian. I appreciate your time
No, I
and out
mean,
of your busy schedule here, and we'll let you get back to building. So thank you very
yeah,
much for
thank you
everything.
very much. I mean, it's like amazing work, and yeah, keep going. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah,
Thanks for having us.
you betcha. All right, take care, everyone.
Bye bye, guys.
Bye bye.
Take care.